Have you ever had a friend or relative come to you and say, please, can you lend me some money? I promise I'll pay you back. Your heart says yes, but your mind hesitates. What if they don't repay? What if helping them ends up hurting you? This is one of the trickiest money dilemma we face today. And guess what? Siegel's modern retelling of this book, titled The Richest Man in Babylon, for today actually gives us timeless wisdom on exactly this point: how to wisely handle borrowers. Hey book lovers, you're welcome back to Timbel Book Lovers. Now, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Franklin, but you can call me Timbel. And this is where we explore the world of personal finance and self-improvement through books. This is where we also explore the keys, the hidden juices, the timeless wisdom in books like this. So if this is something that would interest you or you'd like to keep hearing, ensure to hit the subscribe button now so you'd always be notified whenever content comes up like this. In today's video, we would actually be exploring the keys to protecting your finances while still being compassionate when people ask for loans. And by the end of this video, you would never ever look at lending money the same way again. We're diving into a particular section I read in this book on how you can manage borrowers, how you can manage your finances wisely, or how to wisely handle borrowers. Siegel takes George Clayton's classic and updates it for our modern financial world. The advice about borrowers in this book is more relevant than ever because in today's world, debt has destroyed friendships, it has ruined families, and left many generous people broke. But Siegel doesn't just say don't lend. It teaches us how to lend reasonably. Let's dive into these keys. This book starts by reminding us that borrowers usually fall into two categories. So you'll be wondering, what is that? Number one is those who borrow out of genuine need and plan responsibly. Number two category is those who borrow recklessly with no clear plan to repay. These are the two categories of borrowers we have today in the world. Siegel warns us that before lending, we must first ask, is this person capable of repaying? Do they have a history of keeping promises? This is key. Think about it. If your friend has borrowed from 3 other people and hasn't repaid them, what makes you think you'll be any different? Compassion is good, but wisdom must lead the way. Siegel shares that lending without discernment is like throwing your money into a leaking basket, and nobody will want to do that. You lose both your wealth and also your peace of mind. Now, let's look at the keys that will actually help you to be able to handle borrowers wisely. Number one key is protect your wealth first. That is what is stated here. Protect your wealth first. The first principle is very clear. Never lend money you cannot afford to lose. That is just the honest truth. It doesn't mean being selfish. Don't get it twisted. It means safeguarding your financial foundation. If lending to someone means you struggle to pay your rent, your bills, or your children's school fees, then you are not helping them. You're only creating 2 problems instead of 1. Siegel here says that we should be generous, but never at the expense of our own security. So before saying yes to that question, please can you borrow me money, or please can you lend me this money, pause and ask yourself this question: if this money never comes back to me, will I still be okay? So if the answer is no, then you need to what? Reconsider. As simple as that. Now we'll move to the second key. The second key is set clear terms. You know, most lending disasters happen because there were no clear agreements. How often have we said, okay, just pay me what you can? Now only for months to pass and awkwardness grows between you and the borrower. Siegel insists here that we should put everything in clear terms. Number one question is, how much are you lending? When exactly will it be repaid? Will there be interest, and what do you want to do with this money? Yes, you have to know. You don't have to be cold. It doesn't mean you have to be cold or transactional, but you must be clear. A written agreement, even a simple message exchange, prevents misunderstanding. So remember, a good borrower will appreciate clarity. It has to be clarity. A bad borrower will resist it. That alone tells you who you're dealing with. When you answer all those questions, so to put everything in clear terms, and they are not willing to respond, they resist those clarity, then you should understand the person you're dealing with. Now, the third key for us is, that I got from this book and that really resonated with me, is lend only for productive purposes. Lend only. Funny enough, I've applied this particular point. I don't just borrow for no reason. Siegel makes a powerful point here. He says that money lent should ideally create value. If someone wants to borrow to start a small business, or pay for tuition, or probably cover medical emergencies, then that's different from borrowing to buy the latest phone or throw a party. You would agree with that. So ask this: will this loan help them grow or just sink them deeper? That's key question to ask yourself. If the loan fuels progress, you're empowering them. But if it fuels consumption, you're feeding a circle of dependency. They'll keep depending on you for life. Wise lending is about helping people climb ladders, not dig holes for them. The fourth key is don't risk relationships. Don't risk relationships. How many friendships have been ruined because of unpaid debts? How many siblings or cousins of yours no longer speak with you because of money issues, because of money you lent to them? First, Siegel emphasizes here that we should never let money destroy trust. Never let money destroy trust. If you sense that lending will create tension, sometimes it's better to give a smaller amount as a gift rather than a loan. I'm speaking, in fact, this particular one got to me. That is just the honest truth. That way, you're protecting both the relationship and your peace of mind. It's wiser to say, I can't lend you the full money or the full amount, but here's what I can give, than to create bitterness later. Because by the time you lend the full money, then tomorrow you'll be the one actually begging them to give you back your money. Because most of these are relatives and family members. They feel like once you have eaten that, once you have some cash, it is their rights, or they are entitled, not even just relatives, even friends, close friends. It is their rights to actually have a portion. If possible, take all the money you have worked for. If you don't give them, there's problem. So you have to be wise. We all have to be wise, because trust, once broken, is much harder to rebuild than money. So remember, it is wiser to say, I can't lend you the full amount, but here's what I can give you, than to create bitterness later. So the key 5 is learn to say no. It is not a crime for you to open your mouth to say no. It isn't a crime at all. This may be the hardest lesson. Many of us actually struggle to say no because we don't want to look selfish. But Siegel reminds us that a wise no today can save both your wallet and your relationship tomorrow. If you know the borrower has no means of repayment, you know, you've checked, you've seen it from the line of questions you've asked. You've also seen it that even if you're starting up a business, come on, you need capital, you need that cushion, that money to actually float that business. You know already that this borrower has no means of repayment. That business might not even float as soon as, because they'll tell you in 3 months time, when I start this business in 3 months time. How is that possible in this our economy? Which person, can you just tell me that person that starts up a business today and is able to actually bring out that money in the next 3 months? It's not possible. That's not being reasonable. So the point is, when you know that the borrower has no means of repayment, if the request is unreasonable, or if it jeopardizes your financial stability, you must, I repeat, you must say no. Yes. And you can say it with kindness, so you do not have to frown your face or be mean or harsh about it. You can say it with kindness. For example, I care about you, but I can't risk lending you this amount. Let's explore other ways to solve your problem together. So compassion doesn't always mean giving money. Sometimes guidance, advice, or a emotional support is more valuable than cash. So don't get it twisted. Don't think you saying no to that person is actually showing that you don't pity that person or you don't show compassion. Don't do things at the detriment of your financial stability. So, what have we learned so far? First, Siegel teaches us that lending is not just about generosity, it's about wisdom. Protect yourself, set clear terms, lend for productive reasons, prioritize relationship, learn to say no when necessary. This is what would help us. When you do all this way, you remain both compassionate and financially strong. Because in truth, you cannot help others effectively if you've destroyed your own stability, if you have not helped yourself first. Let's be wise. So friends, managing borrowers is one of the toughest financial challenges we face today in our world. But this section of the Richest Man in Babylon for today shows us the path we need to take. Remember, money can build bridges or burn them. With wisdom, you will know when to give, when to lend, and when to say no. These are 3 things, very important. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever lent money and regretted it? Let me hear it. Or maybe you set clear terms and it worked out well. Share your experiences with me in the comments below, because your story can actually help someone else. If you enjoyed this review in any way, do not just watch and scroll past or move to the next video. I want you to do me a favor. Do not forget to hit that like button. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who needs a little financial wisdom. Do not forget, this is Timbel Book Lovers, and this is where we explore the world of personal finance and self-improvement through books like this. This is where books teaches us to live wiser, richer, and fairer. So until next time, keep reading and keep growing. I'll see you in the next video.